Good morning, everyone. My name is Jace Vanover. I'm the Chief Financial Officer of Sunrise Farms. Very happy to be here today and that you're joining us here today. On behalf of Sunrise Farms, it's a pleasure to be here as we mark an exciting milestone, both for our company and for the province of Ontario. Today is about more than the beginning of a construction project. It's about the start of a long-term partnership. A partnership grounded in shared priorities, strengthening local economies, supporting Canadian agriculture, and investing with confidence in the future of food production. Our new processing facility in Woodstock represents a significant investment in Ontario and the long-term growth of our business. It reflects our belief that Canada, and Ontario specifically, offers a strong foundation for responsible and sustainable expansion. We are proud to be here, working alongside the province of Ontario to bring this vision to life. The province's commitment to economic growth, infrastructure, and innovation make it an ideal partner for Sunrise Farms as we continue to scale our operations. This collaboration is a great example of what can be achieved when government and industry align around a shared purpose. I'd also like to recognize and thank the many individuals who have helped make today possible. The Honourable Vic Fedeli, Minister of Economic Development, Job Creation and Trade, Khabar Nassim and Heather Potter and the team at Invest Ontario have been great to work with. The Honourable Ernie Hardman, MPP for Oxford. Arpan Khanna, who sends his regrets today, unfortunately, but the MP for Oxford. The Honourable Paul Vickers, MPP and Parliamentary Assistant to the Minister of Agriculture, and Woodstock Mayor Jerry Acchione. Your leadership and support have been instrumental in moving this project forward. We're incredibly excited about what lies ahead and proud to be investing in Ontario's future. Thank you, and now I'd like to ask Don Kalimnik, one of our board members, to come.
Thank you, and good morning to everyone. My name is Don Klimnik, Director from Sunrise Farms. Building on what's been shared, I'd like to speak more about what this investment means on the ground for communities, for employees, and for the broader food system. The new facility in Woodstock will create meaningful jobs and support chicken farmers of Ontario across the region. It strengthens our ability to deliver high-quality, locally produced food to Canadian families and supports the continued growth of our Sargent Farms brand, our halal poultry offering, which plays an important role in serving diverse and growing communities. At Sunrise Farms, we believe sustainable growth comes from investing not just in infrastructure, but in people and in the systems that support them. That's why this facility has been designed with modern technology, operational efficiency, and environmental sustainability at its core, while maintaining the highest standards of quality and food safety. But beyond the facility itself, this project is about relationships. It's about the chicken farmers of Ontario who supply us, the employees who empower our operations, and the communities that welcome us in. We are committed to being a strong and responsible partner in Woodstock and across Ontario for decades to come. To our partners in government, our local stakeholders, and our Sunrise team, thank you for your support and trust and your collaboration. We're excited to get started and to grow together. I'll now pass on to Jerry Acchione.
Well, good morning, everyone. As a proud mayor of Woodstock, I'd like to welcome each and every one of you here. Minister Fedeli, thank you for your continued partnership and for the province's support in helping make today's announcement possible. Your commitment to economic growth, investment attraction, and supporting communities like Woodstock is making a real difference all across Ontario. I also want to recognize and thank our City of Woodstock Economic Development staff for their hard work and dedication throughout this process. Their efforts behind the scenes help make this investment possible, and today's announcement is a reflection of the professionalism and commitment they bring to our community every single day. And most importantly, to Sunrise Farms. Thank you for choosing Woodstock for this important investment. We appreciate your confidence in our city, our workforce, and our community. Woodstock is known as a welcoming and friendly city, and we're proud that you see the value and opportunities our community offers for businesses to grow and succeed. Today's announcement is another strong example of what can happen when municipal and provincial partners work together with industry to create opportunities, support agriculture, and strengthen local economies. This project will create jobs, support local farmers, and continue to diversify and strengthen our economy for many years to come. On behalf of Woodstock City Council and the residents of Woodstock, thank you again, Minister Fedeli, for your support, your leadership. Thank you to everyone who helped bring this project here to our community. We're proud to see Woodstock continue to grow, invest, and help feed all of Canada. Now I'd like to welcome MPP Paul Vickers to the podium. Thank you. Welcome. Thanks for being here.
Thank you. Thank you, Mayor Acchione. Good morning, everyone, and I am Paul Vickers. I am the MPP for Grey Bruce Grey Owen Sound, and also the Parliamentary Assistant to the Minister of Agriculture, Food and Agribusiness. It's an honor for me to join you here today for this important announcement. The hard work our farmers and food processors together and business owners is what makes Ontario a global leader in food production. Our province is recognized around the world for producing food that is safe, reliable, and highly nutritious. This excellent powers Ontario's agri-food sector, which contributes $52 billion of GDP and 1 in 9 jobs, is also contributed to the agriculture and food sector. Today's announcement helps us build on this success and supports good-paying jobs, strengthening our economy, and ensuring we continue to produce safe and high-quality food right here at home. I feel it's important that the government realizes, the Ford government under the leadership of Doug Ford and Vic Fedeli understands how important it is to reinvest into rural Ontario. And this is one simple way that we're able to help out the rural part of Ontario to produce more food, which we all need to consume. It then flows right back to the farmers and to the feed suppliers, to the fertilizer suppliers. Everybody in the chain can all benefit by increased production of chicken here in Ontario. And when you have increased production of chicken, you need increased processing. So this is an excellent time that everybody works together for the betterment of everybody here in Ontario. That's why I'd like to thank Sunrise Farms and Minister Fedeli for their leadership and commitment to strengthening Ontario's food independence, so our communities can continue to enjoy all the good things that are growing here and made in Ontario. Now I'd like to turn things over to Minister Fedeli. Thank you.
Well, hi, everybody. It's wonderful to be back in Woodstock. I want to just start by saying thank you to Paul. Paul is not only the MPP, but he's also, or not only an MPP, but he's also the Parliamentary Assistant to Trevor Jones, who couldn't be here today, and is doing a wonderful job at Queen's Park representing the farm community. He talks about it at caucus all the time. It really is elbows out, pushing people aside to make sure that the agricultural sector gets its rightful due. I want to acknowledge a dear friend, a mentor of mine for 15 years, Ernie Hardiman, the MPP for this riding. Ernie has been a great champion, not only of the agricultural sector, and not only of rural Ontario, but specifically here in Woodstock. Just an absolute champion, and just a hell of a nice guy. You can't go wrong when you sit beside Ernie. You just feel good. He's been a wonderful friend for a long time. I want to also acknowledge our friends from Invest Ontario. You heard Heather Potter's name. She's sitting right here. And all the gang from Invest Ontario who work together with the wonderful Economic Development Department here in Woodstock. Mayor Acchione, your gang did a great job. Just want you to know that. So to Jace and Don, and the entire team here at Sunrise, we thank you for trusting Ontario to play a part of your story, which is a wonderful family story, and also to congratulate you on today's milestone. Sunrise Farms really is a true Canadian success story, born from humble beginnings. Now the second generation family-owned business traces its roots to 1983, when the Shure family opened a small processing facility in British Columbia with a commitment to quality, service, and Canadian farmers. More than 4 decades later, and still honoring that very same commitment, Sunrise Farms has grown to a national agri-food powerhouse, employing over 3,000 workers from coast to coast. Spectacular, just an absolutely spectacular and wonderful family success story. So today, we're proud to welcome the very next chapter of their growth, and we're really so happy that it's happening right here in Ontario. Sunrise Farms is investing over $100 million to build a new state-of-the-art poultry processing plant right here in Woodstock. Congratulations, Jace. If we can give him a little bit of congrats. So happy for you. Once complete, this 155,000 square foot facility will be one of the most technologically advanced poultry processing plants in the entire nation, contributing to the innovation and excellence that Ontario's agri-food processing ecosystem is well known for. It will enable Sunrise to meet the growing demand for their Sargent Farms brand, unlocking new market opportunities for Ontario-made products while creating 100 new jobs, very good-paying jobs, right here. I've just committed you to that. Right here in Oxford County. By sourcing from Ontario farmers, Sunrise will also generate new economic opportunities for broader rural communities and strengthen its partnership with our local industrial organizations, including Chicken Farmers of Ontario, represented here today. These are just a few of the reasons our government is proud to support Sunrise Farms with $4 million from Invest Ontario. Today's announcement is also a testament to Ontario's reputation as the jurisdiction of choice for long-term investment. From Windsor to Woodstock, from Toronto to Timmins, I always like to say from Cornwall to Kenora, we offer stable, predictable, and competitive business, a competitive business environment that companies are increasingly seeking in an uncertain global economy. No matter where in the world we travel, and because we're in the middle of an economic war, we are traveling a lot around the world, bringing in new business. $222 billion in new business in Ontario in the last 8 years. It's a remarkable statistic, but really ramping up around the world, because no matter where we go in these very tumultuous times, Russia's illegal war in Ukraine, the war that was in Israel, the war in Iran today, China's very big grip on our supply chains, countries and companies around the world all say the same thing. They look across the ocean, and there's this beacon of hope, this beacon of light, and that's Ontario. They know that when you come to Ontario, you're here for the stable government. Predictable, more than anything, predictable. You know exactly what you're going to get when you come to Ontario, and our groups like Invest Ontario and our teams like our AcDev offices, they deliver. They deliver for all of these companies from around the world. 750 new companies in Ontario last year alone. They invested $35 billion last year. That's what's happening in Ontario, right under our feet. It's coupled with world-class workforce, a diverse agri-food ecosystem. Here in Ontario, we've really fostered the ideal conditions for industry leaders like Sunrise Farms to scale their operations, reach new markets, and build a strong and prosperous future. So as we look ahead, our government is laser-focused on strengthening these conditions. If you look back at the statistics, we've cut red tape, lowered the cost of doing business by $12 billion. That's an annual number. That's not an accumulated number. $12 billion. We've never raised a tax. We've lowered taxes. Never raised. You find another government, another jurisdiction in the world that's gone 8 years without ever raising a tax. That's what's happening in Ontario. We put tax cuts, $1.1 billion small business tax cut in the last budget. We're leading the charge across Canada to lower our interprovincial barriers. That is going to add about $200 billion to our national GDP. Things you'll be able to benefit from the Ontario-made manufacturing investment tax credit. It's increased to 15% of a project, to some limits, mind you. And through our Invest Ontario, we continue to provide companies with tailored support, connections, guidance, all the things they need that they can build with confidence. Big and small, all of these measures are part of our government's plan to build a more resilient, self-reliant, and competitive economy. And that's why last year alone, or last month alone, I should say, last month, 42,400 new jobs created in the province of Ontario. That's 42,400 men and women who went to a job last month alone that they did not have before that. That's what's happening in Ontario. That's the success that's happening right all around us. And it's because of the great work from our economic development offices all around Ontario, the great work of our team at Invest Ontario, and the support of Premier Ford. He has your back. He's shown it all time after time after time that we can withstand the storm of today and continue to lay a strong foundation for a real generation of growth. So to Sunrise Farms, we wish you every continued success as you build this new facility, as you grow your operations, and as you deepen your connections within Ontario's world-class agri-sector. We look forward to seeing the final brick laid, if they do lay bricks on that building, and we'll celebrate alongside you as your Ontario-made products begin to come off the line here in Woodstock. So thank you, everybody, and I want to turn over for closing remarks to MPP Ernie Hardeman.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Fedeli, for the great announcement. I want to start off by saying I'm proud to be the representative from Oxford to be part of the Protect Ontario team. And obviously what you heard from all the speakers is that we are all protecting Ontario by building an economy that can support the growth that we need to see. So I was thinking after 5 speakers, there is not much left to say. And one of the things I dislike most about being in politics, I hate having to repeat what other people have already said. It seems like such a waste of time. So I'm not going to spend a lot of time doing that to point out the figures that Mr. Fedeli talked about and the great investment that the Sunrise Farms are making in Oxford County and the benefits will be. We're not going to talk much about that. I just want to, first of all, come out with a complaint. Well, it's not really a complaint because you didn't know better, but as the banners were created, I think, and at first when I looked at it first, I thought I saw it, invest in Oxford, opportunity thrives here. I thought that would have been much better. But obviously, I just want to point out that when it comes to agriculture, Oxford is the center of agriculture in Ontario. We are the second highest agriculture producing county in Ontario in value. And so I think it's, what should we say, common sense that Sunrise Farms would think that this would be a good place to come and invest money to further the cause of our food system in Ontario. So I said I wasn't going to do that, but I'll get into numbers. But I do want to thank, first of all, Mr. Fedeli on behalf of the Government of Ontario and the Premier Doug Ford for coming here and announcing the contribution. The payment to finally put the final decision on Sunrise Farm decision of where they're going to build, whether it's going to be somewhere else or whether it's going to be in Ontario. Once the decision was made, Vic, to come to Ontario, it was a given that Oxford would be the first choice in Ontario. So, and the reason I say that, I do want to thank the economic development people in Oxford County for a great job of getting the word out where to be successful if you want to start a business or run a business in the province of Ontario. Thank you very much for what you do. Also want to thank the politicians locally, the council and the mayor, for helping the system along. That isn't always the case. Sometimes we have people with different views of what needs to be done to make things happen, but I can say in Oxford County we have development departments who come forward and convince the politicians what they need to do, and they do it, and we are all the better for it. So with that, I do want to say thank you to Sunrise for being here and coming here. I want to thank the Mr. Vickers, PA, Vicar, for being here to speak on behalf of the Minister. I want to thank you, Vic, for being here, because I couldn't be prouder of our county, and to see more people come, the more people, they'll spread the word that more will come here. Oxford is the center of the world, the heart of the universe. There is absolutely no place on earth that you can't get to from Oxford County. So I'm glad you're all here today, and I think I am the last speaker. So with that, I want to thank everybody for being here and help celebrate this great occasion for the next step forward in a better Oxford. So thank you very much for being here.